Today on Nitro Licks, Chris Stapleton's amazing country rock R&B fusion ballad from 2017, I Was Wrong. All right, that is the first part of the song. We're playing around with a lot of D chords, shapes this part of the fretboard. We've got some stuff in G. Most of the song works around there. We're going to start off. We're E Standard tuning, by the way. And when we start off here, I think it's important not to play too loudly. I think that's part of the trick here. If you listen, it's very soft, and it's hard to play that soft for me. So I think to get the sound, you really want to kind of lay back and relax as much as you can while still being accurate with your attack. And a lot of the stuff we want to focus on laying across the bar, these chords, or barring across the frets, I mean, on these chords. See? And that's important because we want the top three strings to ring out, right? So anyway, start off barring across that 5th fret there. Okay? So, and you're going to hammer on the B string to the 6th fret, and then on the D string to the 7th fret. It sounds like this. Okay? And ideally, when you get to this, an upstroke sounds better. That's how he plays that. So, and then back to that bar. And then you've got that's just 5 and 8 on the E. And throw that in there. And then back to it. And that's that 5 and 8 again. So hammer on this time. That's just back and forth on that 5 and 7 on that A string. It's real bluesy. And then to the. Okay. So it's like this. Right? Okay. So that's the first riff. And then he comes down to that G power chord that I was talking about, and it's. So you want to throw, see why it's important to bar across that, you want to throw those in there. And then just come down to that power chord here, that 1st fret. Like that. Right? And then back to that. Okay. Go through that verse a second time. There's some variations there. You'll get into this. Right? You just stay with that D. And then back to that. This is the bridge. This is the bridge right before we go to the chorus. It's basically this. You just move up a whole step. Move each of those up a whole step. Right? Then we get into the chorus. We're back to this chord again. to grab that power chord, kind of a C chord. Back to this, that G 3rd fret power chord. Right, and then rake across those strings. Get that 3rd fret in there. Alright guys, let's have some fun working out that solo. Starts off with this lick. Okay, let's just learn that first. So, slowly. And slide down from there. I may have forgotten to do that when I just went over that lick, but you want to hold that and slowly slide down the neck. So one more time, slowly. And we're starting on the A string on that 3rd fret. That's 5 and 7 on the G. B6 there. It's probably a 1/4 step bend. 5, 7, and then grab that 6 again on that B. Okay, and slide down. And then the next lick goes like this. Okay, so that's just you're on that G7. Come up to B6, and then that 8, full step bend. Hold it and then release it. And pull off to that 6. And back to that G7. And then hit that G7 again twice real quick. Okay, I'll do that slowly. Grab that 8th fret on that high E. And then that's bending that B8 again. Releasing it. Okay. Then we go so that 8th fret, that B8. And if you don't know a lot about bends, if you're just starting out, it's easier to do these full step bends if you kind of reinforce it with your index finger a couple frets behind that. So probably a whole step bend here, and then do it again, and it's, I think, a step and a 1/4, and then vibrato. Okay, and then that's the next part, and that's pull off off from that 8 and 6 on the B, land on that G7. Slide up, G5 to 7, and then pull off back to the 5. Grab that D7, and then down to the D5. Slide down to 3, and then end on that A5. So one more time. Excuse me, sorry. I missed that slide there, see? It's not crucial, but if you really want to sound accurate, you want that there, so. Okay, see how I'm just hammer on. And then he moves up here, okay, because that thicker sound. And I thought I heard that on recording. It gets thicker here, and then when you watch him play it live, he does indeed change positions. Let's just get that meatier sound. So and the attack's a little more aggressive here too, right? It's more like this now. And then slide down. So again, he comes up, and then maybe a quarter step bend on that A8, 10, back to 8, and then bend that 10, back and forth, and then give that a vibrato, that A8. In that way, slide down, and then you go into that. I don't know if it's a refrain or interlude. I'm not sure what it's called, but that's how you play the solo. Okay, so when we come out of that solo, remember we end here? So in there, I use my ring finger. I assume that's how you'll do that too. That's the most natural. When you're ending that, slide down the neck, and then slide back up. Now I start at the 3rd fret. You're going to slide up to the 6th fret. I guess you don't have to start on that 3rd fret. To me, to my ear, that's what he's doing there. That sounds correct. So slide up, make a power chord out of it, or a bar chord. Lift that pinky finger. If that's how you're doing that, I've got my pinky finger there on that 8th fret on the D string. So I slide up. Up that pinky. Hear that difference there? And then next I slide up from that 3rd fret on the A string to that main chord in the song. He does that I believe 3 times, but this first time you gotta throw that in there. I just bring my pinky up to that 10th fret, or 8th fret, excuse me, and lift it back up. Okay. And then that 3rd time, back to those power chords. of the chorus. Alright, my friends, that's how you play I Was Wrong by Chris Stapleton. I think that's how you play it anyway. Looks like that's how he played it on Austin City Limits. Check out my channel. I got a lot of stuff there. Classic rock, country rock, metal, glam, some pop in there. We live it all at Nitro Licks. Thanks for watching. See you next time.